25 years earlier. In secret, a baby girl is born to Chief Ndoki. The village seer speaks a chilling prophecy. This child carries silence in her throat, but her whisper will end your name. Terrified, the chief orders the child taken away. A loyal midwife obeys, but instead of killing her, she swaps the newborn with a stillborn orphan. The baby girl is raised in secret under a false identity. She grows, unaware of her true bloodline, but the burial rites destined for her soul have already been denied. And the dead, remember, present day. The village wakes to panic. The grave of a young woman buried 3 days ago is open again. Her body lies untouched, but her eyes are wide open, and her pupils track movement. Kafela, a humble herbalist, observes quietly. Others scream, call it a curse. The chief, now old and respected, commands the grave sealed. No one is to speak her name again. But Kafela sees something disturbing. The corpse's lips are twitching, whispering, and not in her voice. Kafela begins to investigate. Strange things happen. Animals flee the graveyard. Children fall sick, muttering gibberish in their sleep. A child's toy rolls into the graveyard and is pushed back out by unseen hands. A villager disappears, only to be found dead, his mouth stuffed with mud. Kafeli shares an ancient proverb with his apprentice, Zina. The dead weep with the wind when lies bury their truth. Using herbs, Kafeli performs a divination. He pours blessed water over the corpse's face. In the reflection, he sees distorted faces of villagers, guilty, shamed. He realizes the corpse doesn't belong in that grave. Kafel searches old burial records and discovers the woman buried was listed under a name. That doesn't match her birth records. He questions elder midwives and finds an old woman who breaks down. She confesses the truth. She wasn't who they said she was. That girl was the chief's firstborn, hidden, switched, buried without her name. The chief feared a prophecy that his first child would destroy his legacy. So he buried her under someone else's identity, ensuring her spirit would be nameless and unrested. Kafel now knows this isn't just a haunting, it's a war of truth versus silence. The curse spreads. Villagers who knew about the burial begin to die mysteriously. Each is found with a mud-filled mouth, a spiritual sign of silent secrets. Zina uncovers a hidden chest with a carved token and a necklace, a sign that the woman was of noble blood. Kafele confronts Chief Ndoki. Chief, she was born under a cursed moon. The seer warned me her whisper would end my name. Kafel, you ended it yourself. The dead do not sleep when they are buried in lies. Kafele calls the village together beneath a moonless sky. A sacred ritual is prepared to restore the woman's name and grant her rest. He begins chanting, using her true birth name for the first time. Suddenly, the ground trembles. Flies pour from the corpse's mouth, forming ancestral symbols in the air. The air thickens. Time feels slowed. The chief steps forward, defiant. You summon curses upon your own people for the sake of a ghost? Kefali's final words. She was never a ghost. She was your daughter, and her name is stronger than your fear. The corpse whispers the chief's true name, a name only the ancestors should know. Crack. The chief's staff, his symbol of authority, snaps in half. He falls to his knees, trembling. The corpse's eyes finally close. Weeks later, the grave is sealed permanently, this time with a new stone, carved with the woman's true name. Kafali speaks to a gathering of villagers. In this village, we no longer bury names. We speak them, because the dead remember what we forget. The wind blows gently through the trees. The grave is quiet, but the name remains.